Hey there, Titans. In this video, I'll show you our exciting new feature, Titan Push Notifications, and in this video, I'll show you how to set it up with a system variable. Alright, so in the previous video, we showed how to set it up with a Smart V, and this one we'll do a system variable. And what the system variable means is very simple. It's a hidden field that if we go to the use system value, which makes it a system variable, if I'll scroll down, I'll see FT push. Before I do this, let me publish this form and view it. You can see I just see the form, there's no notification, nothing is happening. It's just a simple regular form Titan form. And I've chose not to add a bunch of elements here just to keep it pure so you can understand the concept of the push notification authorization. Alright, so let's go ahead and change this, and I'll give this name a PNOth. And what we will do with this, we will change this to a system variable called ft-web-push. And I'll save this. And let's publish the form now, and I'll show you what happens. Alright, so it automatically asks me if I want to allow it and all that fun stuff. Let me just, before I do this, let me show you the variable. So I'll head over to debug mode, show hidden field. Let's make this a little larger. It's going to be a very large string. So I'll publish this again. And I'm going to allow this. Alright, so I'm going to click allow. And what happened immediately, I got a PNOth. And basically what we want to happen with this now, we want to push it into Salesforce onto that object that later on we will want to push notifications from Salesforce onto that user. So in my instance, imagine that I have a contact that I would like to push the information to. Alright, so let's say I'm going to pass in the URL, the FT encrypted ID of the contact, and then once the PNOth is not empty, I would like to push the oath so I can keep it in Salesforce and later on use it to send notifications to that contact. Push it onto Salesforce. So the PNOth is just a custom field I've created here. It has to be long text area with at least 1500 characters. And let's set this up. So I'm just going to grab this FT encryption ID. This basically just encrypts the contact ID so we can securely pass it on in the URL. And I'm going to head back to the builder. And I'm just going to add another hidden here saying this is the contact encrypted ID. Alright, wonderful. This field is FLD42. Just to make sure we're getting the contact, let's add a text box and say, let's do contact name. Okay, I'll put this guy over here, put the contact name over here, and let's head over to our Salesforce integration, set get, add object, contact, and get contact from ENCID, and we're going to set a condition saying the FT, what's the name of the field? Let's look it up in Salesforce. Alright, so it's FT encrypted ID. Let's head back. So FT encrypted ID on the contact object equals my contact encrypted ID. Hit apply, and let's just map our field just to see that we're getting the right contact. Just for demo purposes, obviously you'll have a lot more complicated form. We're just trying to demonstrate the push notification authorization token, and we'll map it to our name. Let's do full name, apply and finish, and we have our get set up. All right, now our next stage is basically once we get the PNOth, we want to push it to Salesforce. All right, so what we're going to say here, we're going to say if the PN auth is not empty, then I would like you to go to Salesforce and push it. So we're going to create a push. We're going to do a custom action and add an object, and we're going to say contact. I'm going to say set PN auth on contact, and we're going to use a custom button action, and we're going to say action update, and our condition will be, again, FT encrypted ID equals our FT encrypted, our contact encrypted ID on the form, the hidden, and our mappings will be very simple. We're going to say PN auth custom field in Salesforce equals PN auth on the form. They are hidden that we got from form type. We'll hit apply and finish, and let's select the object. Add, we can map the updated record ID onto our form and take later actions. In this instance, it's fine. I'll hit apply and save, and let's see how this does. Let's just set a quick comment on the push. Saving PN auth. I'll hit apply and finish, and let's just grab our FLD. So this one is FLD 42, and we're gonna publish the form, and it's not gonna ask for permission again since I already gave it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set question mark FLD 42 equals our FT encrypted ID, and I'm going to hit enter. Alright, this happened too fast, so I'm just going to run this again. Alright, so we have our FLD 42, everything is set up. I'm going to hit enter, and it loaded the contact. We see Chief Donkey, and the PN auth was set, and therefore we pushed it to Salesforce. And if I'll head over to Salesforce and I'll just refresh my contact, I see that I have the PN auth here. So this came from Titan. Now we can utilize this to send push notifications to that user. So for instance, I've already set up the Salesforce side of this, and we'll have this in our next video, how to set up the Salesforce side with the push notifications. And what I've set up here is if an account, the account that this one is the primary contact of, so if I'll go to Edge C and we'll head over to the details of the account, I'll see that the primary contact is Chief Donkey. So I have a process builder set up, so when the rating changes, it goes to the primary contact, checks if there is a PN auth. If there is a PN auth, it sends push notification through the Titan notifications to that user. All right, so if I'll change this rating, and I'll change it, let's say, to called, and I will save that account. What we're expecting to see is a customized notification set up with Salesforce to send through Form Titan. All right, so I'll hit save, and what I'm seeing here is hello Chief Donkey, the contact name that just we've set up. Edge C rating is now called. All right. And I can control everything in here. It's a completely customized message, and we can see the Titan logo. This is also customized. You can set whatever you want in there. In future videos, I'll show you exactly how to do it. So just for the fun of it, let's change it back to hot. I'll hit save, and there we go. Edge C rating is now hot. And this is how it's done.